The mirror's secret Emily had always been drawn to antiques. She loved the stories old objects seemed to carry, the silent history they held. So when she found a beautifully ornate mirror in an old shop at the edge of town, she bought it without hesitation. The owner, an elderly man with sunken eyes, gave her an odd look as he handed it to her. "Be careful with that mirror," he muttered. "It doesn't show what you think it does." Emily laughed it off, thinking he was just trying to add some mystery to his sale. She hung the mirror in her bedroom, admiring its intricately carved frame. That night, as she got ready for bed, she caught something strange out of the corner of her eye. In the mirror, there was a shadow, a figure standing behind her. She spun around, heart pounding, but the room was empty. She dismissed it as a trick of the light, or maybe just her imagination. But over the next few days, the shadow became clearer. It was always there, just behind her reflection, its form growing more distinct. At first, it was just a dark silhouette, but soon Emily could make out the faint shape of a woman. She tried to ignore it, telling herself it was nothing, but the shadow never left. One night she awoke to a cold breeze. Her bedroom window was closed, but the mirror seemed to shimmer, like the glass was rippling. Emily sat up in bed, eyes fixed on the reflection. The shadow was there, clearer than ever, but this time it wasn't behind her. It was standing directly in front of the mirror, staring at her with hollow eyes. She scrambled to turn on the light, but the bulb flickered and went out. The figure in the mirror moved closer, its face contorted in a grotesque grin. Emily felt her breath catch in her throat as the figure reached out, pressing its hand against the glass. And then slowly, it began to crawl out. Emily screamed, scrambling out of bed, but her feet wouldn't move. She was frozen in place as the figure stepped out of the mirror, its bony hand reaching for her. The last thing Emily saw before everything went dark was the creature's twisted smile, inches from her face. The next morning, the mirror was empty, its surface pristine and untouched. Emily was gone. But if you look closely, sometimes late at night, you can see her reflection in the mirror, trapped inside, silently screaming for help.